About to get underway. Today's starting pitcher, Richard Fitz.
Well, that whip is just below the league average, and that's a good thing in this case, not allowing too many base runners. So on most days, he's going to go out there and compete and put his team in a position to win, and I expect to see that from him in this one today.
Ready to go and ready to hit now for Cincinnati, T.J. Friedl. The 2-1. Just missed.
3-1.
And that one fouled off. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Matt McLean, the next to hit for the Reds. The 1-1 is fouled off. One out, base is empty. That one ripped. That's a hit.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Runner on the go. The 1-1 is fouled off. McLean stands at first with 1 out. Off the outside edge, and now the count is 2-2. Got him swinging. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
And now it's Austin Hayes. 2 outs. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Rafaela snags it on the run. Reds leave 1, and now the Red Sox get their turn. No score. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Boston. And going for the Reds in this one, Brady Singer. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
Well, you can see his whip is a little above the league average. Not bad, but I think in this one, he's going to need to control that a little bit better. Try to limit hitters from getting on base. Stay in that windup instead of the stretch. And when he does allow base runners, be able to throw a pitch. He's going to get a swing and miss, get out of the inning so that a base hit doesn't do more damage and put his team behind the 8 ball.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
1-2 is the count.
That one missed.
2-2.
And it remains 2-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Here's a 2-2. And there's a ball. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Roman Anthony, the next to hit. 1 down, base is empty.
Ball.
The other way. Lux pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Trevor Story.
And he's leading them in runs batted in this season, which tells me this guy is able to slow things down when it seems like there's a little bit of pressure, and he's looking at it as an opportunity to do damage. You know, a lot of guys, they see runners on base and they get big. They feel like all this pressure, I've got to get these runs in, but somehow he seems to settle into these situations. So watch out when he comes to the plate.
And that's downstairs and outside. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. Carlos Narvaez up next for the Red Sox. Next pitch is downstairs.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
And a 2-1 on the way. And that one finds its way through. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Couple of singles back to back. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know, they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
First and second, 2 outs. Abreu digs in now. Strike 2.
1 and 2's the count.
Line drive. Slings it across. That's the 3rd out. Boston strands a pair. We played an inning. No score. Back here in Boston. And now Gavin Lux. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
Spencer Steer now at the plate. What a stop. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
The effort was there with the jump throw. You gotta love it, but it just wasn't in time. Still a really impressive play just to get to that ball and make it close at first, and not every shortstop could even make that play.
One down. Here's the catcher, Tyler Stevenson. Out towards right center field. Rafaela sizing this one up. Makes the grab. And there's 2 away.
Batting 8th, right fielder, Will Benson.
Now here is Will Benson. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
The flip to the pitcher covering. Out number 3. So 1 left for Cincinnati. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. We head to the bottom of the second, and now the shortstop, Trevor Story. Next pitch inside, and it's 2-1. On the ground to third. That's one out, the bottom of the second.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
So digging in, Marcelo Meyer.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And that's outside. And the count is 2-2. Woody Keller making the calls behind home for us today.
And Boog, something to keep an eye on is how pitchers utilize the top part of the strike zone. We see a lot more of that in today's game with pitchers going up there with hard stuff. Keller, definitely an umpire that isn't afraid to call strikes up in that part of the strike zone.
How much were you aware of the umpire scouting report, or even who was going to be umpiring?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there were a couple of umpires that weren't real good, but outside of that, you just kind of went into the game, especially back when I was playing.
Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. David Hamilton getting ready to hit, singing he's never finished the season with more stolen bases in his entire career. The wind of the pitch.
Ha! Count is full.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors. We head on down to the top of the third. No score. All set for the start of the inning. In now for the Reds, Christian Encarnacion Strand. The 2-1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air left field. Pretty well struck. Durant raging back towards the wall. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Tosses across the first, and there are 2 outs.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Matt McClain, the next to hit for the Reds. Top of the third, no score. Popped in the air, left field, Durant. And that is that. Home half of the third coming up, no score. As we go to the last of the third. Now here is Ceddanne Rafaela. Out to short. Whips it to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Oh, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Now batting Jarren Duran.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
1-2.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout. But you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
That's down and in. Liner, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That can be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Runner on at first with one gone. Roman Anthony, the next to hit. Singer keeping an eye on him.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Runner on the move. And a count 1-2. Man at first, one away. Ripped down the line, way back there. It's got a chance, and it is foul.
Clearly hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job, just couldn't keep it fair.
Squirts away a little bit, and the runner stays where he is. Got him looking. That's the second out. So 2 down now, and here is Abraham Toro.
Well, with pretty good speed over there at first base, I think the pitcher's got to slow everything down. Hold the ball a little bit, step off, just try to break the rhythm and timing of a potential base stealer.
Durant, the runner at first with 2 gone. This to center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. Headed for the plate. The relay throw. And he's out.
Got him. That's an out.
Up, down, and that ends the inning.
Well, he was trying to get his team on the scoreboard and take a lead here in this ball game, but an outstanding job by the defense. Excellent execution, a bang-bang play at the dish, and they just got him in time.
Back here at Fenway Park, new inning getting started. And now here is Ellie De La Cruz. In the air, center field. Rafaela under it. And there's one down.
Now batting, designated hitter, Austin Hayes.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Austin Hayes. Next pitch way upstairs. The Red Sox with some bullpen action. Aroldis Chapman, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. One down, base is empty. And a foul ball, he stays alive. 4th inning underway, no score. Headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So he battled through a long at bat and earned himself a hit.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Fastball down and in. Good spot to get a ground ball, but that one had eyes.
Making a move at first. Here's the pinch runner for Cincinnati, Rhys Hines. And now it's Gavin Lux. The 1-1. That one the other way. Hauls it in for the out.
They couldn't have asked for a better out. Makes a great play on the line drive, and they keep the runner at first. Just like that, they're almost out of the inning.
So up next, Spencer Steer.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
Pickoff move to first.
No,
Hines dives back in safely. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
And that's the 3rd out. Reds leave 1. And we are still scoreless. Welcome back, and they turn to a new arm as we kick off the bottom of the fourth. Brent Suter.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Carlos Narvaez digs in now. Narvaez really thriving with the bat this season here at home. And now 1-2. The Cincinnati bullpen has some movement. Joe La Sorsa up and throwing for Terry Francona. The 1-2. Sets him down looking. That was pretty nasty. Wilyer Abreu up next for the Red Sox.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Lux on his horse. Makes a nice grab at a full sprint. And there's 2 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. Nothing doing for Boston. And we're still knotted at 0. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Aroldis Chapman.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Tyler Stevenson.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Next one misses. 2-1.
That's low. That's a ball.
Will Benson in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Fastball for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Goes down looking.
Now, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Cincinnati making a move for a pinch hitter. Santiago Espinal looking to start something with 1 gone. One down, base is empty.
No, that's down. Ball.
And that
That
misses.
that's the ball.
3-1 now. Christian
3-1.
Encarnacion Strand in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swings and misses. Counts full. 3-2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Ball 4.
That's
He
ball 4.
walked
Runner
in,
take your base.
and that keeps things going.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Go ahead run on base. Encarnacion Strand will hit next. And fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Got him looking. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Here's the center fielder, T.J. Friedel. And a count 1-2. Espinal leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Now snap throw to first. And he's back in easily. Swing and a pop-up. Got it! Nice grab. And that's the 3rd out. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Last half of the 5th coming up. And we still have no score. Now into the ball game on defense, Ryan Valade. He takes over in right. Looks like a pinch hitter for the Red Sox, Rob Refsnyder.
And this is a big at bat coming, Boog. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
And that is out of play.
This guy at the dish excels in 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
And foul ball. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And a 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Battling here as he fouls it away. And a 1-2. Stays alive.
7 fouls in a row. Such an impressive at bat we're seeing right here, regardless of how it ends up.
And a swing and a miss. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at bat like that one. Alex Cora turning to the bench for a new hitter. Romy Gonzalez. 1 out, the base is empty for him. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Now the Reds manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Brent Suter out of the game, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. New pitcher for the Reds, Joe La Sorsa. This southpaw has been really good against left-handed hitters. Ceddanne Rafaela now at the plate. Trying to send this to extra innings.
That's a ball.
That one missed. Jarren Duran in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. in there at the knees for a strike. 2 out, space is empty.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the 3rd out, and we're headed to extras. Down in order go the Red Sox. Still no score. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Jordan Hicks.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
Number 40 comes on defensively now as he takes over as the new second baseman. And now, Matt McClain.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Man at second. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. The 1-2. Just
Ball.
missed.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And that one is lifted in the air. Rafaela settles under it. Puts it away for the out. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now it's the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. Up the middle, Story throws to first in time. 2 gone.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Reese Hines, the next to hit for the Reds. 2 down, go-ahead run in scoring position here in extra innings. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Man on second, 2 down. That missed by a lot. And that's ball 2. Movement in the bullpen. Greg Weiser preparing to come on if needed. Two outs. Laser base hit. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out. So they hold the runner at third, wanting to play it safe. Think that comes back to bite him?
Boy, it's hard to say. That runner on second to start extras is critical, and you want to make sure you don't waste him. If they don't score this inning, there'll be some second guessing for sure.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. And here is Gavin Lux. Next offering is down low.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Here's a 2-1. Now a screamer into the outfield. And that's the 3rd out. So they strand a pair. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. No score. Well, we go bottom 6. Here's the left fielder, Jarren Duran.
Listen, there's absolutely no reason to pitch to this guy right here. You nibble, you see if he'll expand his zone, but don't give him anything to hit. If you walk him, not a big deal. You have a double play opportunity set up.
And a 1-1. There's the strike. Ground ball to the right side, and it goes just foul. The 1-2. Lined, and that's a base hit. Runner around third. Here comes the throw. The winning run crosses the plate, and they walk it off.
So exciting to see a team walk it off. Not so much fun if you're on the other side, but what a great way to win. This team is celebrating, and this win is well deserved.
The final 1-0 for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.